Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Further Adventures in Dehydrating. Okay, these jalapenos, I think there were like 3 or 4 that we got from the kitchen, and instead of letting them go to waste, we dehydrated them. These are tomatoes. We had like 3 or 4 from the kitchen, and now tomatoes. When you get tomatoes from the kitchen, they're usually like
mushy, right?
yeah. You have to use them like right away. You may have a day or two if you're lucky. So you have to use them. Same with poblano chilies. Usually they're ready to be used. These are 3 poblano chilies that we got from the King Community Kitchen. And I have a whole desk here of dehydrated food, so.
It's the dehydrated food desk.
Yeah. These are onions.
It's made out of dehydrated foods.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
These are onions. I sliced them instead of diced them because we don't have any cheesecloth right now, so we have to cut things on the larger side. These are potatoes that were sliced, not diced. And these were the first potatoes we did. These were diced, or chopped, whatever you want to call it. Make a good rattle too, huh? Right now I have yucca. I have 2 yucca roots. We got 4 from the kitchen. 1 went bad. Like I said, you have to use stuff from the kitchen, like fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. You have to use like right away, because like the grocery stores get rid of them. They don't want to just throw them out, so they give them to the King Community Kitchen, and you really need to use them right away. So 1 went bad really fast, and then we had 3 more, but one of those was just nothing but the fiber, so I threw that one away. I tried to cut it up, I peeled it and just fiber. And then the other 2, which were thankfully on the larger side, those 2 I was able to peel and slice, and they're in the dehydrator. And the only other thing right now in the dehydrator are potatoes. So what we would like to do is put everything in these jars. Okay? But we don't have any more of these right now. So that's why they're in these containers. Now this is a good container. This is a heavier container. This is not very heavy. This is from the dollar store. There's a package at the dollar store, so it's not the strongest. But this one is a good container. This is actually, I think it's Rubbermaid. I think that's what it says. I'm not sure. And then we have these 2 over here. This is a cheap one, and this is another Rubbermaid or Tupperware or whatever it is. And
that's not Tupperware.
No. Oh, see, I can't read anything. Anyway, so hopefully in the next day or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, we're going to be able to get more of these, so we can put stuff in these, because it forms a seal up there, and these things don't necessarily form a seal. Thing is,
I'm more worried about rodent proof than anything.
That's a good point. Like you can see with the onions, we have a lot of onions. I mean, that's stuffed. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pushing up in the center of the lid. So now I'd like to get more poblano chilies, because that's only 3. That's like only enough for 1 person. So I'd like to be able to get more of those. It would be nice if we could get, the mason jars. If we get some larger ones, but we have to think of price and things like that, because we put a lot of stuff in mason jars: rice, beans, everything. Flour, masa, everything we put in these jars to keep rodents out. Although we don't have a rodent problem, we never have, but although there was something in the basement, we don't know. That could have been a chipmunk, which is a rodent, I guess, but still, chipmunks are cute. It could have been a cat too, but
I got a cat.
Yeah, but we do have a thing with pantry moths. The thing is, where are they coming from? We don't know. So it would be nice to get some like gallon-size mason jars.
They're not going to be easy to find. I don't know if they even make them.
But this is what we prefer to use because it provides an airtight seal, and it keeps bugs and rodents and things like that out. So, and I'm going to have to move this stuff because my mouse is over here. And I'll put that stuff back in the kitchen. Now we're going to have to figure out where are we going to store a lot of this stuff, because like I said, I mean, look, that and the container of potatoes, the 2 containers of potatoes. The other potatoes that are in the dehydrator right now are also sliced like these. That would be good for like scallop potatoes or something. Now what you do with potatoes is you boil them. Put them in boiling water, salted boiling water, until they just become translucent, or just, almost translucent or whatever. And otherwise, what you'll wind up with is potatoes that, like some of these, which you have to cook. You don't want to have to cook them. You just want to rehydrate them. And the best way to rehydrate is to put them in some hot water for a while before you start the cooking process. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Have a great day. Bye.